How can you earn more than 3% on your savings if you're a student loan borrower who's planning on student loan forgiveness? What you should know is if you're a student loan borrower, they're going to take 10% of your income on your tax return. That tax return is going to include income from all sources, including your wages, but also interest income and dividends. So if you are losing 10% of whatever's on your tax return, then you want to try to mitigate what's on that as much as you can without just making less money. And one great way to do this is with tax-free municipal bonds and tax-free money market funds. One example of this is VMSXX. This is the Vanguard National Municipal Tax-Free Bond or Tax-Free Money Market Fund. And what it is a fund that you don't have to pay federal income taxes on, doesn't show up in your AGI, and the yield is 1.75%. This can make a lot of sense if you're in a high tax bracket because student loan borrowers are in their federal tax bracket plus whatever tax bracket they're in with their student loans added on. So for example, let's say my federal tax bracket's 24%. If I'm paying pay-as-you-earn, I'm actually in a 10% higher bracket than that because I'm losing 34% of whatever's on my tax return in total, if you include the student loan payments. So when you get income from a municipal money market fund or a bond fund, that is exempt from taxes. So let's pretend that you've got a 1.75% yield on a money market fund that's tax-free, like with Vanguard. Well, then your interest, if you adjust for what you would have to get in a taxable savings account to make the two equal, you'd have to get 2.65% approximately in a savings account that's subject to taxes to be indifferent between the two. If you made more income and you were in the top federal tax bracket of 37%, you'd actually have to earn more than 3.3% to justify not using the tax-free money market fund just because of the high taxes that you'll pay if you include your student loan payments. So if you are interested in getting a higher yield on your savings and you have a forgiveness strategy in place for your student loans, you really need to look at your tax equivalent yield. And in many cases, you could get that up close to 3% instead of a lot of people, they're just settling for a 2% tax equivalent yield in their savings accounts. And all you need to do is be aware that something like a tax-free money market fund exists. So give Vanguard a call and check some of their options out, or just simply check out studentloanplanner.com/investing so that you can check out our investing course when it goes live. We explain topics like this in great detail. Comment below if you have any questions about tax-free money market funds.